Hello degenerates and welcome back to Ludan Waifus. I'm Sefi and today we'll talk about all the booked units in Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now, a lot of people make fun of me when I say book, so before we start the video, let's see what Google has to say on this matter.
Bug.
Why does that sound like a fucking backpack? Nah, book, it's better. Anyway, like always, don't forget to subscribe and like to help me grow the channel, and you can see the full list of
Bug
on Nikke.gg. So let's start with Heather, and actually her book, it's kinda fun. This is probably just a simple error, nothing to be like a big deal or anything, because she's not really used in a lot of teams, even though she's really nice looking. So as you can see, her burst skill, it affects 3 allies with the lowest HP, and she creates a shield equal to 42% of the caster max HP for 5 seconds. Now, the problem with her burst skill is she will block aimable burst skills. So, for example, Annie's, if you go here, her boost skill is an aimable that just deals damage, right? And that's a defense down the move. Ether shield will block this, so even if you shoot, it will be blocked by the shield. Let's move on to the second and third book, because both are from Harran, and I have to say this before proceeding with the video. Some of the books we don't know if they are really an error or if they are working as intended, because we have no communication with the developers. So that said, let's move on. So second book, it's Harran first skill. She will deal constantly 17% attack as damage every second for 5 seconds, and if an enemy dies, it will spread to more enemies like a virus. So this will fill your gauge bar like almost instantly, super fast. We don't know if this is intended or not, because again, if you have Harran on your team, you will have your ultimate skills guaranteed super fast. If you have her in PvP, you are probably winning a lot of more matches than you should. The third book, also with Harran, it's her range. Actually, she's a sniper rifle, but she's getting bonus and penalty as if she were an assault rifle. So they will probably fix that, but no word from the developers for now. Next up, it's Helm, and it's her burst skill. So if you go to Aegis Cannon, it says here, affects enemies within the highest attack. It's enemy, not enemies. Now you may be thinking, Sefi, that's just a word. Why does it matter? Because they earn $70 million. So if you make fun of me because I say books, you should make fun of Tencent because they are not fucking capable of changing a word. Moving on, we have the hero Laplace, and she has 2 books. So the first one is her Laplace booster. If you are using this unit in PvP, you might see her beam going sideways instead of shooting directly to an enemy. Just a fun little book on PvP, nothing else. And her second problem is actually when she uses her burst skill, no matter where, if it's PvP or normally, you can have some drops in FPS, and the problem in this game is, if you guys remember my previous video on this, the lower your FPS in this game, the lower your damage, which kinda sucks for this case, but it is what it is. Hopefully we'll see a fix for that. Next is Polly. So if you go to her second skill, that's a good boy, it says affects self and 2 ally units with the lowest HP. It's just a defense up move. Now here's the thing, if she's the one with the lowest HP, it will only affect herself and 1 more ally unit. So that should be fixed. No word from the developers yet. Then let's move to Rupee Winter Shopper. So her problem is that there is a 1.5 second delay between her burst 1 and the next burst 1, because as you all know, she resets B1. So you can use B1, B1, B2, B3. There's a 1.5 second delay. We don't know if it's intended or not. For now, obviously, because there is no word from the developers, we count as intended, but still, it would be nice if we have some form of communication. I always say that's one of the most important things we are lacking in Nikke right now, but I will count it as a book. Next is my favorite girl, Scarlett. So she has 2 things going on. First book is her passive skill. After landing 10 normal attacks, affects herself. So attacks go 20% up, is stacking up to 5 times, but also your current HP will go down 4%. The thing is if the 10th attack goes against a shield, an enemy shield, this will activate the 5 stacks at once. So we don't have word from the developers, probably not working as intended, but whatever. Her second book is just a sound book, which is her unique attack sound effect will sometimes randomly switch to the default assault rifle sound effect. Nothing big, but again, worth mentioning. To keep going with the Pilgrim units, we have a Snow White, and the problem comes with her burst skill 7 dwarfs. The thing is, her burst will sometimes not show charge percentage. The trigger is unknown as of yet, and it's nothing big, but again, worth mentioning. And the last bugged unit, which is one of my favorite girls, it's Jan. And the problem comes with her burst skill Fat Cat. Affects enemies within attack range, it deals a lot of damage and will forcibly move to the center of the attack location for 2 seconds. The problem is, this will move enemies behind objects and even outside the map, making it impossible for you to finish the current level you're in, which it's a pain. And that's all the bugged units in Nikke as of right now. Again, you can go to nikke.gg if you want to see the full list of everything going on, fixed and not fixed. Some of the books that say that they are not fixed are actually fixed. For example, if you go to the units, as you can see, there are multiple Sordial OW books, but they are actually fixed. And also, as you can see, there's plenty of things going on that I did not cover today because I only wanted to talk about the units. There's other books, there's game mode books, there are the unit and the gameplay ones. So yeah, just like always guys, it's a short video. Remember that if you want to play fun games on your computer, you have an affiliate link for LD Player in the description below. Hope the video was useful and see you in the next one.